I'm Heather Pace from Sweetly Raw, and today's class is Yoga for Digestion. So twists and forward bends are the best for digestion, so you're going to notice that woven into our practice a lot today. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. Pull the fleshy part of your bum out from your sitting bones and allow yourself to start grounding down into the mat. Place the backs of your hands on your knees, close your eyes, begin to sit up nice and tall here, looping the shoulders onto the back, elongating out through the crown of the head. And begin to take some smooth, deep breaths here, using Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with that, or the yogic breath. Either way, make your breathing nice and smooth. Breathing completely into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest for full expansion. And with every exhale, make sure to fully squeeze the air out of the body. We'll take a few more deep, settling breaths here, preparing for our practice, leaving any busyness of your day behind, becoming fully present. Good. Now blink your eyes open with a soft gaze. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up, exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand comes in front on the knee, right hand behind you. We'll flow here, inhale up to center, exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale to center, so warming up. Good. Inhale up and exhale, twist. On your next twist, hold here and just very gently use your arms to help you twist a little further. You don't want to crank yourself though. You never want to crank yourself into a twist or any yoga pose. Use the breath to gently guide you. You can use your arm strength just a little bit. Good. On your next inhale, come back up to center and exhale over to the other side. Holding here. Now bring your focus down into the belly. Focus on squeezing your navel in, because when we do twist, we need to protect the back at the same time. Breathe into the belly. On your next inhale, come up, and exhale, release the hands down. Now take your fingers in front of you and walk them forward so you get a nice stretch through the hips, through the back, through the shoulders. Relax the head. Good. One more breath here. And then walk the hands up, and we're going to come forward onto hands and knees in tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread those fingers nice and wide. On an inhale, arch, we're going to take cat and cow, look up. And exhale, squeeze the navel in around the spine. Inhale, pull the shoulders down the back, look up. And exhale, cat pose. One more time, inhale, arch, look up, stretch the neck open. And exhale, round it in, release the neck and head. Come back to center. From here, we're going to take the right arm up, open it up, and then on an exhale, thread it under the left arm, bringing the ear and the shoulder down to the floor. We're coming into a gentle twist here. You can prop up onto the left fingertips if you like. Good, and breathe into the stretch. Allow yourself to soften here. Good. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind, come up, take the arm up again, opening the chest. Exhale, release the arm. Other side, inhale, left arm comes up, open it up. Exhale, thread it under. So breathe here. Good. And see if you can relax the muscles in your face. Soften and relax your jaw. Good. One more breath. And then on your next inhale, come up, open it up again, and exhale, release the hand. Good, now still in tabletop position, we're gonna circle the hips around, making nice big circles in a way that feels good for you. Remember, this is your practice. It should feel good. So I like to do really big circles, almost pushing my hips back to my heels as I circle around, and then push my rib cage out to each side. You can move the head here. Really getting into the back, getting into the glutes. Other direction now. Good. Opening up, taking that movement that feels so nourishing. Yes. Good. And now come back to center. From here, look forward to the hands. We'll step the left foot forward between the hands and lunge forward and down. So low lunge here. When you're ready, you feel stable, bring your hands up onto the hips and we'll lunge forward and down. Now, if you want, you can have blocks here propping you up if that feels comfortable. But just feel that you can come in and out a few times. Easing in and then out. Tucking the tail under. And now we're going to take the hands back down to the floor. What we're going to do here is sit the hips back, flex the front foot, and then come forward into the lunge. So we'll move and flow back and forth in your own pace, finding what feels best for you. So this is low lunge and half splits flow. Good. Getting into the hamstrings here, getting into the hip flexors. Long back here, long neck. That's really important. You don't want to round your body here. So as much as possible, keep the spine long. One more breath. And then from here, come back to table. And we'll do the other side. Right foot forward, lunge down, and then come up. Hands onto the hips. And just ease in and out here. Again, if you need the blocks, that's fine. Getting into the legs. Easing in and out. We're creating a lot of strength here, as well as flexibility. Good. And now, hands down to the floor. Let's sit back, flex that foot, and come forward. Moving in and out. Squeeze the navel in. Long spine. And you'll notice that it feels different on each side. So one side of the body is more flexible than the other. So don't feel bad if it feels different or you're more flexible on one side. That is totally normal. Keep the breath flowing. One more cycle here. And then we'll move back in onto all fours. From here, step the hands, a hand print in front, curl the back toes, and we'll press up into down dog. Good. Paddle out the heels for this first down dog. Oh, feels so good. Opening the backs of the legs. Spread the fingers nice and wide here, pressing into all four corners of the hands. Use your arm strength to push the hips back, really opening the shoulders and the back. The backs of the legs really opening nicely here. Send the breath down into the stretch. You can twist side to side with the feet and the hips. From here, walk yourself into plank position, knees up or down, long body here, tight core, and then release onto the knees, point the toes, and slowly lower yourself down to the floor. From here, we'll take a cobra flow, so the hands are right under the shoulders, using the back muscles only. Lift up, loop the shoulders back, and on an exhale, release. So long neck, looking about a foot in front of you on the floor, and then lower. Tuck the pelvis under, where you should be able to lift your hands up off the floor here, because we are only using that back strength. The kneecaps are off the floor because the legs are engaged here. And this is great for digestion too, because we're getting some compression through the abdominal area. I'm sure you feel it. One more up and down. And this time, hold it up, pull the shoulders back, hug the elbows in, tuck the pelvis under as much as you can. Long neck here. We're really strengthening the back. This is a powerful strengthener. Lift those fingers up off the floor. And then release. Curl the toes under. Press up and back to down dog. Good job. Paddle it out. Breathe deeply. And from here, look forward to the hands. Walk, step, 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 all the way up. Hang in a forward bend. Good. Hold here. Crossing at the elbows if you like. If you'd like to twist, go ahead. Swing twist side to side. And then release. Release the arms. Slowly roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into standing into Tadasana at the front of the mat. Shoulders on the back. From here, with the feet hip-width apart, we're going to take some swing twists, slight bend in the knees, twisting, looking out behind you as you twist around. Good. Letting those arms float freely. Use your breath here. Continue to activate your core even as you're twisting. Good. Feels so good. I love doing this at least once a day. And then release back to center. Good. Now from here, we're going to step the right foot back, straight back behind you. The heel is up. We're on the ball of the foot in high lunge. So let's bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis under, straighten out the leg. Take the arms up here, nice straight arms, and we're going to twist and flow here. So we'll twist over to the left, arms come down halfway, look out behind you if it's available, and then inhale back up to center. And again, exhale, twist. You don't have to look back. Inhale up. This is really working our balance as well as twisting, and we're strengthening the lower half of the body. So there's a lot going on here. But do your best. That's all it's about. Doing our best, being present to the moment, and breathing. The breath is the backbone of yoga. One more. Back to center. Let's take the hands down to the floor, step back to down dog. Good. For one breath. And then look forward, step the right foot up between the hands, and then come up into high lunge. Back heel is up. Let's bend the knee, tuck the pelvis under, straighten the leg. So we're creating length through the low back here. Arms come up, and let's twist and flow over to the right. Inhale up. Good job. And as you do this, you might experience a little bit of rumbling in your tummy. You might be experiencing some gas. That's normal. We're stimulating the digestive system. Let's do one more. Good. Hands down to the floor, step it back to down dog for one breath. Good job. Look to the hands, step or hop up, and then come up with a flat back. Hands can come on the hips. Good. We're moving into tree pose now. Vrksasana. So we'll step onto the left foot to start. Well, it doesn't matter which foot. But find your focus in front of you, spread your toes nice and wide, and then take the sole of the right foot onto the calf or the thigh or the ankle. You want to avoid the knee though, that's too much pressure. So here we go. Stay focused with that soft gaze. Drishti is what it's called. Hands can stay on hips, or you can hold something on either side of you, or you can take your hands to heart center. Or if you'd like, extend your arms up overhead. You can even take the hands apart and make little motions with your hands, stretching them out. The branches of a tree, you can sway side to side. What kind of tree are you? You're deeply rooted here in your tree. Just building a lot of strength through the ankles, the calves, up into the thighs, and we're creating a lot of balance. So we're working on the balance. Shoulders down away from the ears. And release, hands down. Whew, I can really feel my calves, or my left calf. Onto the right foot now. Find your spot to gaze on, and then draw the foot up to that place that is pushing you to your edge, challenging you a bit, but is still very doable. So the gauge here, moving your hands into the best place that suits you. The gauge for our yoga practice always is the breath. So if the breath is short and choppy, the heart rate's very, very high, then you know you're pushing yourself too hard and you ease back. And we want to find that continual fluid deep breath, no matter what posture or flow we're doing. Shoulders down, hips tuck under. Focus on pressing the sole of the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot for stability. And you can practice looking up if you like for an even greater challenge. And now release the hands down to the heart. Release them down, release the foot. Ah, good. Shake it out. Shake out those calves, the feet, the ankles. From here, we're going to take a nice big step out on the long side of the mat for wide ankle forward bend. So turn the toes in slightly. So make sure the outer edge of the foot lines up with the edge of the mat on each side. Okay, starting with hands on hips, let's open up the chest, and on an exhale, hinge forward and down with a flat back. Flat, flat, flat. Release the hands down. You can have the hands up on a block, you can come up on your fingertips or flat on the hands. Wherever you are, long spine, long neck. Squeeze the navel in here. Good. Shoulders down away from the ears. And as you become more flexible, you can come down onto the forearms. Eventually, the hands will slide back and you can come right onto the crown of the head. Good. One more breath. Keep it flowing. And then hands onto the hips, engage the legs, engage the core, slowly come up, building so much strength. Good. We're gonna go again, but this time we're gonna bring a twist into it. So, arms out by your sides. On your exhale, slowly hinge forward and down, flat back. Again, hands to the floor. So this time we're gonna turn your left hand in 90 degrees, and you're gonna sweep your right arm up, twisting and opening. Now, what's gonna happen here is the hips want to shift out of alignment. So we need to flatten those hips. So take your right hand, press it onto your low back, and feel that it's nice and flat here. So you want to be flat, not lopsided. So that might mean that you can't take the arm up as high, and that's okay. You don't even have to take the arm up. You can keep it on your hip. You're still getting a rotation if you're keeping the hand on the hip. Good. So wherever you are, breathe into the twist. And then release the hand down. Woo! That is a doozy. So turn the right hand in now. And then sweep the left arm up. Focus on the hips. Flat back, flat lower back. Hand can come on the hip. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right down into the belly. Are you gripping in the face? Bring softness into your face. And then slowly release, unwind. Good. Hands on hips or out by your sides, and on your inhale, come up. Good job. Step it together at the front of the mat. And from here, we're gonna come down, drop down onto the floor, and rock and roll a few times back and forth. Massaging the back here. Good. A few more. And then come up into a seated position. So from here, what we're gonna do is a seated twist. So, extend the legs out in front of you. Then you're gonna take the right foot to the outside of the left knee, and you can keep this, can you see me? Can you keep this leg extended, or you can bend it in so that the foot is beside the right glute. So whatever is best for you, make sure that you're evenly grounding onto both sitting bones here. That's important. So from here, we're going to reach the left arm up, and then take it, twist, and take it across to the outside of the right leg. So we're twisting now. Right hand is propping you up just behind you. The arm can be straight here, or you can bend at the elbow. And either way, you're going to use that to gently, but primarily with the breath, twist you around. Good. Yes. So it looks like this. Good job. breathing into our core. You want to elongate through the spine. Nice tall back here. Now really focus on each exhale. That's helping to detoxify the body even more. This is so powerful for detoxing and stimulating our digestion. Good. And release, unwind. You can do a little counter twist gently and release. Extend the legs long. This time we'll take the left foot outside of the right knee. Keep that leg straight or bend it in. Just feel those sitting bones on the floor. Good. Let's inhale, reach, exhale, twist. The shoulder comes down here. You can bend at the elbow, look out behind you. So think about on every inhale, you're elongating through the spine, and on the exhale, that's the opportunity to twist a little bit further, because the end of every exhale is when we're the most open and flexible. So that's when you go deeper. Good. Soften the shoulders and soften the face. Good. And release, unwind, little counter twist. And then back to center. Now from here, let's take the soles of the feet together, open the knees out. We are in bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Really getting into the inner thighs, the hips, the groin. Feels so good. And you know what? It's fine if your knees aren't going as close to the floor as mine are. So I've been doing this a very long time. So if your knees are up here, that's fine. And in fact, what you can do is grab a pillow. This is gonna feel so good. And you've got support, and then you can really sink into it, melt into the pose. So that's really nice and supportive. Wherever you are, what you're gonna do here is take your hands, namely your thumbs, and massage the soles of your feet. You know, our feet do so much for us all the time, and how often do we take care of our feet? I mean, I know a lot of us will go for a pedicure here and there, but our feet do so much for us. I think we should be giving our feet a little bit more love. So really get in there. I'm mostly using my thumbs to press into all areas and slide my thumbs down my feet. You can open your toes up, stretch them back. Feels wonderful. And keep the breath flowing. Good, let's do one more full deep breath. And then release. Zip the knees up. Good. And then very slowly roll yourself down, vertebrae by vertebrae, onto the floor. Good. So starting with your legs and arms extending down on the floor, I'm going to take wind removing pose. This is an ultimate one for digestion and great to do in the morning. So we'll start by drawing the right knee in to the chest, interlace the fingers just below the knee, and we're actually going to draw the knee up toward the right armpit. So not directly in, we're moving out just a little bit. Good, you really use your arm strength to pull it in, tuck the chin down so the neck is nice and long here. And flex the left foot. You can relax the right foot. So we're getting a nice compression here into the abdominal area. So that's stimulating our digestion. And we're also getting into the hip flexors, which I'm sure you can feel. One more breath. And then release, extend it out in front of you and down. You'll notice a difference between both legs. Draw the left knee in now, interlace the fingers, draw it into the armpit, flex that right foot. Long neck. Squeeze in, and as you breathe and you relax into it, you might pull it in and down a little bit more. And don't be surprised if a little fart comes out. That does happen. If you got anything trapped in there, this will help it be released, which is fantastic, because who wants to feel bloated in that way? Okay, one more breath. And then release. Extend it out. Let's take the feet flat on the floor as wide as the mat and windshield wiper the legs just a few times. Releasing out the legs and the hips. Good. And now we're moving into our final posture, my friends. Shavasana, corpse pose, relaxation. Extend both legs out in front of you on the floor. Let the feet splay open. Take the shoulders on the back. The palms are facing up. Take the head side to side a few times. Back and forth, just finding the perfect place for your head to rest. There's nothing left to do here. Nothing to think about. Let your breath flow naturally now. Let any thoughts drift in and drift out so that you may completely relax and let go, integrating your practice. We did a lot today, a lot of twisting, a lot of stimulating the digestive system, releasing toxins from the body, and building strength at the same time. So you did a great, great job, and you should really commend yourself. Rest here for a few breaths. As you start to wake yourself up, I have a little mantra for you for your day. All aspects of my life are in divine order. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. All aspects of my life are in divine order. This is a great mantra to keep in your mind or to say out loud throughout your day. And it's a powerful one. It's one that I've been using for years. When you're ready, roll yourself onto your right side and press yourself up into a seated position, or stay in Shavasana for even longer if you have the time. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I am so happy that we spent this time together, and I will see you again soon. Make sure to visit me at sweetlyraw.com for hundreds of healthy recipes, and my YouTube channel with recipes and yoga videos is Heather Pace, and Sweetly Raw on Instagram. Mwah! Have a wonderful day, lots of love. Bye-bye.